Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's a privilege to have you join me once again on this deeply emotional journey. Today's episode peels back another powerful layer in the love story of CEO James and the steadfast, strong-willed Diep. A love that has weathered hardship, found sanctuary in simplicity, and now finds itself on the edge of peril. In our previous chapter, James and Diep carved out a fragile peace for themselves, restoring an old wooden cabin, embracing a slower rhythm of life. Their days were filled with laughter, warmth, and hope. It was the kind of tranquility that makes you believe happiness could last forever. But peace, as we all know, is often the breath held before the storm, and this storm, it arrives suddenly, without mercy. It's a quiet Monday morning. Golden rays filter through the treetops, casting light across their small sanctuary. At the breakfast table, James and Diep share more than just food, they share dreams. Dreams of a life unchained from fear, from the ghosts of the past. Diep speaks of peace. James listens, his eyes soft with love. Then, the phone rings. A sharp, jarring sound. James picks up, and in a matter of seconds, everything changes. Sabotage. The company's timber forest, the heart of his business, has been attacked. The news hits like a blade. Without hesitation, he takes Diep's hand, whispers a gentle apology, and disappears through the gate. She watches his car vanish, a silent dread blooming in her chest. At the edge of the forest, James is met by his area manager, tense, worn, voice tight with urgency. What awaits them inside is devastation. Trees cut mercilessly, fresh sawdust marking every loss. Stumps stand like the broken remains of soldiers on a battlefield. James walks slowly among them, touching a fresh wound on a young sapling. The betrayal is real, and deeply personal. He doesn't cry. He doesn't rage, but the silence around him screams louder than any words. This was no random act, it was planned. And worse, it may have come from someone inside his own company. James makes a decision that night. He cannot wait for the sluggish wheels of justice to turn. He calls a man from the shadows, a fixer with no digital footprint but absolute control over regional whispers. They meet in a nameless cafe under a canopy of trees. James lays down an envelope thick with cash. The message is simple. Find the truth, expose every name. The fixer accepts with a predator's smile. Hours later, James's phone buzzes. The fixer wants to meet, immediately. James races to a desolate lot near the industrial park. The fixer is there, already holding the secret. Another heist is coming. Tonight. Same place. Northeast Forest. James listens, then makes a bold choice. He'll intercept the thieves himself. Night falls. Hidden in the shadows of the trees, James and a handful of the fixer's men wait. But nothing happens. The forest remains still, deceivingly peaceful. The team grows restless. They begin to leave, but just then, the thieves emerge. A blur of motion. Chainsaws. Shadows. Blades. James hides behind a tree, heart pounding, ready to act. But fate strikes first. A thief spots his silhouette. A shout. Then a brutal blow to the head. James stumbles, falls. Down a rocky slope he tumbles, blood seeping into the soil, consciousness slipping away. The thieves flee, assuming he's dead. They never check. And in the deep hush of the forest, James lies broken, yet alive. Back home, Diep senses something is wrong. James, always so attentive, hasn't called all day. Not even a message. Her heart sinks. Anxiety claws at her. She calls once, twice. Four times. No answer. No explanation. Only silence. She paces. Waits. Panics. Then, with trembling hands, she grabs her keys and heads for the forest. The road is dark, unlit, haunted by shadows. But she cannot turn back. Love drives her forward. She arrives. The forest is deathly quiet. There's no sign of James. No tracks. No voice. But she doesn't give up. She can't. Something inside her refuses to believe this is the end. As the episode fades, we're left with questions more powerful than answers. Will James survive the night, or will his blood be the last trace of a man who once stood so tall? Can Diep find him in time? And even if she does, will love be enough to heal what's been broken? Stay with us, because the next chapter will test the boundaries of love, loyalty, and the will to survive.